Rumi, yes, collection, The Soul of Rumi. And this one just jumped out at me, particularly in these times when we can be quite divided and isolated. And it's called One Song. It's quite short as well, which I'm always in favour of. What is praised is one, so the praise is one too. Many jugs being poured into a huge basin. All religions, all this singing, one song. The difference are just illusion and vanity. Sunlight looks slightly different on this wall than it does on that wall, and a lot different on this other one, but it is still one light. We have borrowed these clothes, these time and space personalities from a light, and when we praise, we pour them back in. Beautiful. One light. When we praise, we pour them back in. Just going to check. I think there's a... Yeah, just need to mute that. That was unmuted. So we're going to come to standing. So hopefully that's not too much of an effort on a Tuesday afternoon. Let's come to standing. And let's just lift the shoulders up. Breathe into the nostrils. Hold the shoulders nice and high. Breathe in. And hold. And then out through the mouth. Release. Again, breathing in. Squeeze those shoulders right up high. Hold. And then out through the mouth. And again, breathing in. Squeeze those shoulders right up high. Good. Hit the right hand to the left shoulder, sweeping from the left shoulder down to the right hip, diagonally across the body. You can even watch that. Kind of makes it even better when we do 3, and we'll have 1 for luck. Let's have 4. Diagonal sweeps, left hand to the right shoulder, sweeping to the left hip. 1, 2, very purposeful, very connected the hand the whole way. And I think I've lost count, so we might even have an extra 1 for luck. Okay, then we're going to bring the sides of the legs together, the sides of the feet, really squeeze them together. Breathe in, lift the arms up strongly, extend the arms up, bring the hands together. Lift the heels off the ground, hold the breath in for a second, and then breathing out, slowly softening everything. Hands coming down to the floor, heels coming down to the ground. Let's try that again, breathing in all the way up, really scooping up the energy, holding it in your light battery, and then out through the mouth softly, or through the nostrils actually, either's fine. Maybe it's better through the nostrils. Breathing in. Yeah, we'll do it in and out through the nostrils. Hold it in, hold it up, extend, lift the heels up high, hold for an extra second. Breathing out through the nostrils smoothly and softly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Give the hands a little shake, the wrists a shake, up and down, side to side. Put the palms together, shake them off. Bring the hands in front and behind. Let's energize the hands a little bit. In front and behind, and the shoulders get a little bit of opening up. And then we're going to get the shoulders even more open. See if we can release some of this tension that might have gathered. So left foot in front of the right, left hand on the left hip. Let the arms swing, hold on to the fingers lightly, letting the arms swing, keeping the knees nice and soft. Body is all open and soft and receptive. So get that going, get a bit of momentum going so you can swing backwards first of all, the big circle, nice and open. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Big circle. So you're winding up the energy. And then we're going to swing again. And this time we're going to go forwards with the arm. Let's open up that shoulder. Breathe. Yeah, like winding up. Energy is getting higher and broader. And let the arm swing. And change sides. Right foot forward, right hand on right hip. Knees slightly soft. Swinging that left arm now, give it a bit of welly. We're going to go backwards with that arm first of all. Big circle. Breathing. A few little clicks and pops is fine in the beginning. And then we get that warmer. And then the arm swing again. Get some momentum going. We're going to go forwards now with the arm. Big circle. Keep breathing in and out. Keep everything else soft. Everything else is just open and relaxed. And then we take the feet a bit wider than the shoulders even, knees bent, And let's let the arms swing heavily, nice and heavy. Chest is sort of hanging forward slightly and knees are bending. So just giving the weight of the arms to the ground almost, just letting the weight and gravity swing them back and forth, loosening, loosening. And let's get rid of the obstacles. Thinking a lot about Ganesha, the elephant god, the remover of obstacles, the new beginnings. Breathing in and out through the mouth. Good. Let the arms swing. We'll try that again. Breathing in. Strong inhale. Fill the body with air. Then out through the mouth. Yeah. Release. And again. Breathing in. And out through the mouth. Good. Let's do a couple more of these. Let's really empty out anything that's not useful. Good. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in. Good. Arms swinging. And then let's just get the legs a bit more energized by bringing the heel to the backside. Get the legs warm. Move them quite quickly. Keep a bit of openness across the chest. Shoulders are down, back away from the ears. Chin is slightly tucked in. Neck is long. Crown is going to the ceiling. Feet are moving super fast. And now you're lifting your knees high, 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 high to your chest. Again, keeping a bit of abdominal control to support the back. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Moving the feet really fast and then out to the side as change. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Keep your breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Legs out to the side. Shifting the weight from one foot to the other. And now we're going to lift the knee up and out to the side. Lift the knee up and out to the side. Breathe. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, opening up the hip, warming up the hip joint. Yeah, how's it feel? Bringing some energy, opening up to the energy, the flow of energy. Beautiful. And let's just, actually we'll come into just lengthening the sides a little bit before we come into standing postures. Feet nice and wide, probably wider or as wide as the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the arms up above the head, breathing in. Extend, either directly up or slightly out to the sides. Fingers are extended, breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to lean over to the left. So really extending, pushing into that left foot on the left side, and then using the inhale to come up. So we're going to be this big palm tree. Reach up on the inhale, down to the right on the exhale. So move in time with your breath. Try to make sure that you're not leaning forwards on that, and use the inhale to come up. Maybe you can go a little bit further. Make sure you're not locking the knees up. Use the inhale to come up. It's like a beautiful palm tree with its lovely flexible trunk. Breathing out, coming right over as far as you can, pushing the right hip out so you can lean over to the left. And the same on the other side. One more, leaning over to the right, or whichever side you're on. Use the inhale to come up, and the exhale, bring the hands slowly down to the side. Good. Come to the front of the mat. Feet hips width apart. Have a look at your feet. Maybe this is the first time you've properly given your feet some attention. Toes come down. Lift the heels, place them down. Feel the weight distribution between the right and left foot. Soften the knees. Take a moment to feel your upright open posture. Weight on the left side. We're going to step back with the right foot. Triangle, Trikonasana. Find your feet, hips level with the long edge of the mat. Breathe in, lift the arms up high. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, open the hands wide. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and down. Make contact with that leg, reaching up with the right. Extend the fingers to the ceiling. Take that right shoulder back a little bit. Look up at the right fingers. Open the chest. It's like the chest is wanting to look up at the skies, look up at the ceiling. Neck is nice and long. Good. Breathe. Soften those knees. Make sure they're not locking. Wiggle the toes. Breathe. So we can stay another breath here. Now use the next inhale to come up. Maybe bend to left knee to soften that. Lower the arms down on the exhale. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back softly to the front. Shift the weight to the right and step back with the left. Find your feet, even weight between the feet. Lift the arms up, breathe in. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, fingers wide. Breathing out, reaching over to the right and down. Connecting with the leg, with the right hand, pressing against it so that you can open your chest, drop the left shoulder back behind you, down away from your left ear, long neck. Looking up at the left hand, soften the knees slightly. So we're not locking those knees. Use the legs, use the strength in the legs. Connect to your whole body, feel your feet on the ground, feel the top of the head moving away from the center, feel the arms moving away from the center. Breathe, extend. Make that left side nice and long. Use the inhale to come up, bending into that right knee to soften that. Lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment here. We're going to come into reverse triangle straight away. So we'll put the weight on the left foot, step back again. Same thing again. Starting off looks like triangle. Then we're going to point both feet forward. Feet are parallel. Nice and wide. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out. Turning towards your right side. Breathe in here again. Strong inhale, strong exhale. Left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg. Maybe down to the ankle, but only if that feels okay for you. You can hold on to the ankle quite firmly if you want to. Reaching up with the right hand and turning the body up to the ceiling where the right hand and the fingers are reaching up to the ceiling. To make sure you're really strong on both legs, take a bit of weight into the left foot. And breathe. Breathe. One more breath in and out. Breathing in, and on the out breath, bring your right hand down to the right foot, left hand down to the left foot. And then we're going to bring the fingers to the center, maybe just on the fingertips. Breathe in, look forwards, take the chest forwards. And breathing out, forward bend. Maybe even flattening the hands down, bringing your head down, lower to the ground. Giving the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, a little bit of attention there. Making sure you're not locking the knees. Now take the hands to the waists, look forwards, lift the elbows, chest is lifting up, strengthen the legs and the buttocks. You're looking forwards with a straight back, breathe out. Use the inhale to lift yourself up, nice and straight back, and then exhale. Good. Other side now, breathing in, extend the arms up. Lift the chest, lengthen, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, extend between the fingertips, breathing out, reaching or spinning around to the left. Breathe in here. Out breath, right hand comes down to the outside of the left leg, maybe down to the ankle. Press against that so you can reach up with the left hand, twisting the body, looking up at the left hand, the fingertips reaching up, constantly reaching up with the left fingertips. Breathe as deeply as you can. Your breath will be slightly restricted in this position, but breathe, expand. One more breath in and out. Breathe in. And then bring your left hand down to the left foot, right hand over to the right. And then bring the fingers to the center once more. Breathe in, lift your eyes, look forward, straighten the back. Chest is looking forwards too. Inhaling and exhaling, forward bend once more. Just seeing how the backs of the legs feel with that. Legs are fairly straight but not locked. It's a very different feeling. Head's coming down to the ground. You might even want to creep your hands back between the legs. Maybe even place the backs of the hands on the ground if you are comfortable like that, just to get a bit more openness in the back and the back of the legs. Breathe. Some of you may even have your head very close or even touching the ground. Actually makes it a bit easier. It gives you another point to ground yourself. Feel your feet. Feel the balance between your feet. Breathe deeply. Now bring the hands back to center. Bend the knees. Let the whole body hang. Let the body hang. Let the arms hang. Let the head hang. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Keeping the knees bent, start to lift up from the base of the spine. Keep breathing in and out. Leave the arms heavy. Keep the knees bent. Leave the head heavy. We're going to uncurl slowly in a wide leg ragdoll, coming up to standing, slowly up to standing. Last things that come up, your shoulders, neck, head, chest. We're going to come immediately into another forward bend, but a bit more opening across the chest and between the shoulder blades. So interlink the fingers behind the back, open the chest, lift it and take it forwards and upwards, not just outwards, but upwards. Shoulders go back, down, away, but the back of the neck stays nice and long, so the chin's tucked in. The base isn't looking up. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, you're going to come forward with straight legs and straight back. The hands can rest on your lower back there, and then coming forwards until you can't go any further forward to the straight back, and then just bend the back, and then take the weight of the arms over the body. Lovely shoulder opener, front of the chest opener. Always very key areas for us, and particularly in the colder weather where we can get a bit tight in those areas and a bit tense. So we're releasing that, using the weight of the arms, gravity, the breath. Check you're not locking the knees. Check you can feel your feet on the ground. Breathe. Now bring the hands, still interlinked, to the centre of the back. Now let's just draw a circle clockwise on the centre of the back with the hands there. Nice little warming, a little bit of acknowledgement for yourself. And then we're going to change direction anti-clockwise and slowly, with the knees bent, slowly, in a nice easy way, uncurl as we just did to standing. Still just give yourself a little bit more time, drawing that circle on the back, and then release. Bring the feet together, give the legs a little shake, give the arms a little shake. Yeah. We're going to come into a warrior two. So standing at the front of the mat once more, feet hips width apart and parallel, of course. Standing nice and tall, hands together, weight onto the left foot, big step back with the right foot. Great big step back. Check the angle of the back foot, pointing slightly forwards, and square the hips to themselves and the long edge of the mat in front of you. Nice position, even weight between the feet. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, fingertip to fingertip. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. Letting it just hover just above the ankle, no further, just checking that. Also checking that it's not dropping inwards. You're opening it up, you might even want to just guide that a little bit. See the big toe on the inside of that knee. Pushing back into that back foot, so you need to really, you see how that leg will just lengthen, pushing into the ground. Arms are away from each other, extending, lifting the chest, tummy's tucked in, tailbones pointing down, looking down that left arm. Open, very directed but open gaze. You know, it's strong, determined, there is direction in this warrior, but it's strongly rooted there. So it can spring to action at any given moment. Breathe. Sink the hips a bit lower, keeping your body nice and upright all the time, thinking about a little bit of weight into that back foot. It's a tendency always to take the weight forward, so always have a little bit more awareness in that right foot, the back foot. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into that right knee a lot so you can spring back to the front of the mat. Good. Check your feet. Give the toes a little wiggle. Lift the toes, place them down. Weight onto the right foot. Step back with the left. Big step. Check your hips. Face the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Looking down that right arm. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bend into the right knee. Right knee is going forwards, left heel pushing back. Push into the ground with that left foot. Keep the body upright, so lift the chest, long in the waist. Think about that tailbone pointing down, strong belly. Everything extending away from the center. Ground those feet firmly into the earth. Keep that heart open, chest lifted. Extending, expanding across the heart. Chest is expanding, neck is long, head is on top of the body, crown reaching up to the ceiling, base of the spine, the root going down to the ground. And draw up your pelvic floor to really give this posture some sustainability, make it really strong. I use the inhale to come up, lengthen the legs, breathe out, lower the arms down, bend into the left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. Strong legs. Let's loosen everything up a little bit for a moment. So feet shoulder width apart, we're going to come and do some Tai Chi twists. Loosen it all up, knees are bent, we're just twisting on our center. Let the arms swing heavily, bend into the knees. Nice and loose. Let the arms flop around. Keep the head on top of the body. Keep the back upright. Good. Breathe. Look right behind you. Maybe lift off the heel, coming up onto the toe. Breathe. Breathe. Just enjoy that loosening feeling. Okay. Oh, yes, we're going to stay wider. Let's make this wider. And we'll have the feet out slight angle for the goddess. Yeah, get some fire on our bodies. So the knees bend, checking the bending. It's going in line with the toes, so bending. See if you can go quite deep with that bend, with that dropping down, with that squatting. Thinking about that abdominal being strong and holding. The lower back is holding the belly's holding the lower back. They're kind of holding, there's like a band around your center, it's holding itself. You're kind of holding yourself. Bring the hands together. Let's go down and up, breathing in to straighten up, pushing into the feet, breathing out, sinking down. Keeping that head on top of the body, the chest above the hips, not leaning forwards, not pushing the bottom out. Good. Maybe going a little lower each time. Keep lifting the chest. Breathe. Enjoy that strength you have in your legs. Good. And then we're going to come into the goddess, the fiery goddess. Breathing in. Lift up, breathing out. Tongue out the mouth, eyes really wide. I think we can get our eyes wider and the tongue a bit longer and a bit louder roar. Breathing in. Good. Make it super scary. Scare yourself. Breathing in. Good. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Breathing in. Good. And then you can either creep or jump the feet together. Again, give the legs a little shake. Just resetting. Okay. Take a moment here, just standing. Feet hips width apart. Parallel with the feet. Soft knees. And we're just going to breathe and move a little bit as a transition. So open the hands up, breathing in all the way up, look up. Hands come together, turn the hands, breathing out, hands come down. So it's a simple breathing and moving. And we'll add in something. So lifting the heels, bringing the hands together above the head, turning and breathing out, bringing the hands back down. Okay. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands come down. I've got a beam in the way, so I'm going to come forward. Breathing in all the way up. And breathing out, slowly coming down. You could do it a bit faster or a bit slower. That's how your breath is today. Let's think about this opening, filling with air, extending that kind of active breath, and then the more passive, more receptive, more relaxing, more subtle breath of the exhale. Inhale, inspiration, extension. Exhale, returning to the earth, softer, quieter, more embodied. Just do a couple more of these, breathing in all the way up. See if you can make it as long and deep as possible. And breathing out, slowly coming back down, heels coming back down to the floor. Make this the last one. So make this a very distinct, very strong on the inhale, extending into the arms, the fingers, pushing up off the toes, lifting the heels, and then breathing out very softly. The arms are like soft, soft feathers floating down. No effort. Heels come down to the ground. Bring the hands to the heart center. Take a moment there. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Time for a balance. We'll do a couple of balances. I'm going to start off with the tree balance, we're going to start on the right foot because I always start on the left, just to do something different for myself even. Get the weight into that right foot, nothing in the left now. Bending the right knee, find a point for your eyes to focus, breathe in and out through the nostrils, and find a position for your foot, either high on the thigh, on the calf, or on the ankle with the toes on the ground. Make sure that knee is coming out to the side as much as possible. Pressing firmly and pressing the leg back. Whoa. Being a bit tricksy today. I'm not used to starting on this side, see? Okay. Pressing. And then once you're there, really think about opening the hip up and lifting the chest. So we're kind of extending and expanding everything, pushing the foot into the ground, feeling the roots going down, breathing in, lift the arms above the head, bring the hands together, and then bring the hands into the heart center in the prayer position. Lift the chest towards the hands, press the hands fairly firmly together. At this center line that we're pressing towards the foot and the leg, the hands together. Lift the chest, back of the neck is long, crown is going up, the crown of the tree in all its glory, and the roots going down. These two different qualities, openness, light in the top, darker, searching for moisture, reaching downwards on the lower part of the body, roots going down. It's always extending, you know, the roots are the same as the branches, always extending towards the light, constantly growing, growing, growing. Good. Let's come out of this posture, breathing in, extend the arms up, breathing out, bring the arms down, take hold of that left knee, give it a squeeze, reach it up, and slowly lower down. See if you can let that go slowly. Foot touches the floor, let's give the legs a little shake in between, a reset. The other side, put the weight onto the left foot, take some time, focus your eyes, breathing softly, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Find that calm, steady stillness. Feel the roots going down from the sole of the left foot, then placing the right foot where you choose, same as the other side. Pressing firmly. Also, if you're feeling wobbly today, if it feels, you know, it's always going to feel different. You can always have some support, holding the wall or something nearby. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Let's have the arms extended. These fingers, these little twigs, the arms, these branches, opening the chest. This trunk of the tree is really solid and strong, but also it's flexible, it can move. Branches and twigs, give those twigs a little wiggle. Think about the leaves that are springing forth from those twigs. Back of the neck long, roots going down from the sole of the left foot. Everything is expanding and growing. Even if we can't see it, it's underground, there is growth happening. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the palms together. Breathing out, bring the hands to the heart center. Take a moment there. And lifting that right knee now. Lift that high, lower it down. Legs have a little shake. Yeah, good. Okay. Let's come into a, actually we're going to do another balance. So we're going to do another balance. So we'll just do a nice warrior 3. So, this is our high point of the class today. So getting that energy really centered for this. So we're going to bring the weight onto the left foot. We're going to lift that right foot off the ground and take the arms forwards. So we're making ourselves like this T shape. You can point the toe of the right foot or push that right heel back. But if you've been doing this for a while, really think about trying to get that clarity of the hips being level. That hip will want to come up. This is our, you know, and if you find it difficult to do that with the balance, then hold on to something in front of you. But make sure the arms are extended, whatever you're holding on to. You know, I'm lucky to have this post here, so the arms are extended, so you're really replicating the pose as it would be without it, if you see what I mean. Okay. Extend, breathe. Breathe. Ungrip the toes. Breathe. One more breath in. And on the out breath, soften the arms, let them lower down, lower the right foot. Give the legs a good shake. Reset. Change sides. Stepping onto the right foot now, really landing that foot down, feeling the ground with the right foot, so it's spreading out. And then taking that, lifting the left leg up, and then leaning forward to counter that. And then we'll extend the arms forwards. You can hold on to something if you need to. Try and keep those hips level. Point the toe or push the heel back. Extend the arms forwards, palms together, or facing downwards, interlinked, however you feel is best for you. Back of the neck is nice and long, in line with the arms extending forwards. Breathe, dig deep with the breath. Ungrip the toes, breathe. This posture requires strong determination, focus, effort. Good effort. One more breath in, and lower the leg down, slowly. Legs on the feet on the ground, just give the legs a shake. The shoulders have a little shimmy as well, shaking the whole body up. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's come into a ragdoll for a reset. So we just slowly let everything relax and collapse, purposefully collapse. Knees bend, chin comes to the chest, hands down, slide down the fronts of the legs. Arms hang heavy, head hangs heavy, knees are bent. Take a deep breath into the nostrils and then sigh powerfully through the mouth. Really feel that you're releasing on that sigh. Again, breathe into the nostrils deeply. Expanding the ribs and then give that sigh some sound. Have a little sway side to side, shifting the weight from the left over slowly to the right. Weight over to the left foot and over to the right foot. So we just see how that feels in the back. Where are you feeling that? I feel it in the chest today. I feel it in my chest, a little bit in the centre of the back. So just noticing, where are you feeling that as you move and shift the weight from foot to foot. Come to central, rest for a second, keeping the knees bent. Place the attention on the base of the spine and lift from there. Feel that energy lifting you, so you don't have to do anything. It's just lifting. The breath is coming in and out. You're being powered up. The energy is traveling up through the spine, traveling up, creating lots of space, openness. Let's just take a couple of opening, chest opening, shoulder releasing circles with the shoulders backwards, now forwards, just to enjoy that. That warmth and energy that we're moving with and helping to move through. Breathing and moving with our half sun salutes. Standing, then check your feet. Feel they're spreading out evenly between each other, but also on each sole of the foot. Soften the knees. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head. Look up, extend the arms up. Breathing out, bend the knees, hands are coming to the floor, fingertips touch the ground. Now straighten the legs, bring the hands just below the knees. Inhale, look forwards, chest comes forward, shoulders back. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Push up through the feet, inhaling. Exhaling, arms coming down. Notice where the energy is, notice where the breath is. Where is your focus in your body? Breathing in. Lift the chest, breathing out. Chest is coming to the ground, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, chest is coming forward. Breathing out, forward bend, chest is coming down. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. You're lifting from that chest. So you could follow one part of the body, just following that chest, center of the heart, and it's where it's moving through this little process is a nice point of focus. Make sure the knees are bent, fingertips touch the ground, breathing in. Lift the heart and breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Push up through the feet, power. And breathing out, arms coming down. You can also think about where the base of the spine is at any time. It's lifting up there as you touch the floor, breathing in. It's becoming strong as you lift up, and then it's breathing out. It's lifting up again. Bend the knees a lot, it's pointing to the ground, now breathing in. It's pointing to the ground. And breathing out, arms coming down. So you can choose any part of the body you want to focus on. You can bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows if you wish. But keeping that attention and noticing what's moving, what's being moved. Really, most of all, your attention on your breath, breathing in all the way up. Extend the arms up, breathing out, arms come down. Let's do one more of these. Bringing your attention to wherever it wants to go. Just choosing something to focus on, or focusing just on your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Make sure you empty that breath out before you bend the knees and breathe in strongly. Lots of inhale. And breathing out, arms coming down to the sides of the body. Take a little moment to stand. Feet, hips width apart. Just checking your feet. Lift the chest towards the hands. Soften the knees. Feel your upright, open body. Close your eyes. Just finding a sense of balance between the feet. So after that moving and breathing, just notice the movement that's still there in your body. The energy, the movement of the energies. Noticing how you feel at this point. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Feeling the top of the head again, the crown is lifting up, the soles of the feet are sinking down. Open, expansive, expressive. One more breath in. On the out breath, open the eyes, drop the hands down. So, let's come into another strong energy posture, the chair posture. So again, check your feet. It's always worth checking and looking at them and moving them when you look at them. So really connect with them physically and mentally. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Extend the fingers right up so you really lift the chest. Lengthen, feet sinking into the ground. And as you breathe out, you keep that length by holding here and here very strongly. So this is really your mutual support system. Taking the bottom back, keeping that very strong in your center. Back of the neck is long, so you're keeping the neck in line with the arms. Keep extending the arms forwards. Strong open chest as well. Everything is engaged in this posture, so it's a lot of effort. But enjoy that effort you're making. Feel that aliveness in your body. The tingling, the sensation, the heat. Use the inhale to come back up. Enjoy the release and the relief as your arms come down. Beautiful. So we're going to come into a slow squat. Just lift the shoulders and release them down. And again, lift the shoulders and release out for the mouth. Let's do one more of those. We may as well. Breathing in, out for the mouth. Good. Okay. Hands come forward, arms come forward, fingertips extend the way. Then you bring your shoulders back, but keep the arms extended. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bottom's going back, straight back, strong belly again. We're squatting down slowly as you can. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. Slowly coming down, slowly coming down. We're going to come into a squat, so you might need to adjust. Once you're down here, make sure you don't roll back onto your bottom. Do whatever you need to do to bring your hands forwards. And then adjust your feet so we're in this lovely squat position, releasing the hips at last. They get some relief. So letting the body hang between the knees. If you need to put something under your feet, please do, a blanket or a cushion if your heels are raised. And then let the arms hang forward, let the head hang forward. Release, feel the release in the back of the neck, particularly when you breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in deeply through the nostrils. Release out long through the mouth. Let's do one more of those. Breathe in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Lift the head. Bring the hands together. Elbows are in between the knees. And we'll see if we can just press those elbows into the insides of the knees, pressing those thighs outwards. Lift the chest up. Lift the crown of the head up. Breathe. Good. Breathe. Strong back. You feel this in your whole of your back as it's lengthening, and the hips. And release. We're going to come into bringing the hands forward now. So find your way to coming forwards, and we'll have a little rest by sitting back into the heels, bringing the forehead to the ground, coming into the swan posture. Don't forget to widen the knees if you need to have a bit more space for your body there. Let's take a few releasing breaths here. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth, very long. Release, release, release. So it's a balance between making efforts and releasing and restoring, constantly balancing, allowing the energy to move so that we can feel much more engaged when we do have to make effort because we've rested or restored to some extent. Let's move and breathe a little bit. So keeping the hands where they are in the position outstretched in front, breathing in, lifting up to all fours, and breathing out, let the hips come down forwards, shoulders go back, chest comes forward. Breathing in, breathing out, hips go back, sink back into the heels. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, coming forwards with those hips, opening the chest, front of the body's long. Breathing in. The in-breath lifts you to all fours. The out-breath sinking back. So the body is just following the breath. Seeing if there's a bit more space each time there to open the chest a bit wider, keeping those elbows a little bit soft, keeping the hands really engaged with the ground. Try to make sure you don't lift the knuckles, keep the fingers spread wide. So really create increasing that flexibility in the hands, very important. One more forwards and back. So see if you can really lengthen that out breath, open the chest. Breathe in, lift yourself up. Breathe out, sit back deeply into the heels. And take a rest there. Sweep the arms back into the pose of the child, back to the arms on the ground. Shoulders flopped forwards. Let's relax the jaw, the mouth, the lips and the tongue by breathing in through the nostrils. And out through the mouth. Like a kind of horse. Breathing in. I can even give it some sound if you enjoy that. I do. Breathing in. Through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Let's do one more of those because it feels good. Fill the body with air, then out through the mouth. Good. Send the hands forwards. Spread the fingers wide. We're going to come up into downward dog. Coming up into all fours to begin. Tuck the toes under, breathing in. Breathing out. Lift the knees off the ground, push back. Let's have the knees both bent a little bit more than we need to so that we can work on the lengthening of the spine from the fingertips here, right to the base of the spine, or your tail. Imagine your tail is wanting to reach not just upwards but also backwards. Keep the tummy tucked in, because when you relax the belly, then you kind of end up sometimes sticking the bottom up and not using the strength in the base. Maybe even employing Mula Bandha in here is really useful to keep that strongly in place. Keep the knees bent. Keep extending from the fingertips to the length, the base of the spine. Long. Tummy tucked in, breathing into the chest. Create space between the shoulder blades. Breathe. Now bringing the right heel down, bend the left knee. Bring the left heel down, bend the right knee. Nice and slowly. Really enjoying that movement. Keeping the body really long. Keep the fingers spread wide. Keep the hands engaged with the ground, looking back at the feet. Good. Bring the heels down now as much as they want to go. Strengthening those thighs, keeping the kneecaps slightly lifted. Now we're going to walk the feet towards the hands and let ourselves just hang there and ragdoll for a moment. Breathing in and release. Breathing in and release. Take the hands forward, come onto the knees. And we're going to just come briefly into a plank so that we can come onto the front of the body. We're going to do a couple of back bends before we come to the close. So come into that plank, toes on the ground, chest above the hands, soft elbows, open chest. So you really feel the whole of your back in this. Now we're going to come down to the front of the body, either lowering with the strength of your arms or bringing the knees to the ground, then lowering down. So everyone comes down to the ground now, Rest on the side of the head, the arms go back, legs come together a little more. And again, just feel your breath against the ground. Feel your body expanding as you breathe in and contracting as you breathe out. Noticing what parts of the body are pressing into the ground with the breath. Maybe close the eyes just to feel that a little bit more. Noticing the rate the body recovers. As you practice, you find the body recovers a little quicker. And this is good, very good for your health and fitness, just on a very simple level. Okay, we're going to bring the forward to the ground, turn the hands over, palms flat down, lift the lower legs off the ground, so your knees are bent. I'm going to do this couple of bows. This is one version. So on the inhale, you're going to lift the nose, chin, chest, pressing into the hands, opening the chest, taking the shoulders back, looking forwards. So we're getting a really lovely back bend, strong. Chest is going forwards. As if someone's pulling your chest forwards and upwards there. Heart's opening. Heart wants to look up at the ceiling. One more breath in, then lower down slowly. Rest on the other side of the head, lower legs down. So you can repeat that now. Just take a little break. Or if you want to come into the full bow, again, lifting the legs. Everyone lift the legs. You can take hold of the feet or just see how that's possible. And if it's not, then bring the hands to the ground. That's totally fine. Again, bring the knees slightly closer together. Don't let them splay out too much. Breathing in, lift the nose, chin, chest. Lift the shoulders and then lift the toes. Lift the toes to the ceiling. This is the kind of feeling. Rather than pulling the feet towards the bottom, you want to think about the toes going towards the ceiling. As much of the body is coming off the ground. Breathe, 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 breathe. Strong, expanding back. Developing lots of strength and flexibility there. One more breath in and release slowly down to the ground. Slowly bring your legs down. Rest on the other side of the head, the face. You can always, if it doesn't feel good, rest your forehead on your hands there if you want to stay, keep your head on neck level. Okay, let's try one more. We're going to come into the Sphinx, so we're going to bring the hands or the forearms down either side, not too tight into the body because you want to have lots of space between your shoulders and your ears. Bring them forward to the ground. You can see those hands level with the eyes. Bring the legs together, maybe point the toes towards each other slightly. Use your inhale to lift your nose, chin, chest. Don't press into these arms. Instead, use your back strength. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, down away from your ears, open the chest. So we're trying not to use our buttocks, which is why we're pointing the toes in towards each other. You can just see how that feels when you don't do that. It's very hard to engage the buttocks when the toes are pointing in towards each other. So that's a good thing to do. Breathe, 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 breathe. One more breath in. Now you can use the strength in the forearms and relax down. Rest on the other side of the head briefly. Good, breathe. Let's immediately slide the hands back slightly, push into the hands, sit back into the heels. Breathe in, breathe out. Make little claws with the hands forward on the ground. Creep them forward, so really opening up the upper back, the backs, the shoulders, the armpits. Also that's coming into the ribs there. You can feel the ribs expanding with the breath. Just increasing that space, releasing tension, increasing energy flow. Good. Walk the hands back up, come into kneeling a moment. See how that feels on the knees. Hands on the thighs there. It's a powerful position. Don't forget, if you are feeling any kind of discomfort that's not, which isn't good for you, or even like if it starts feeling a bit sharp there, or just you're not able to do that, then pad up the front of the feet if that's what's problematical, or put a block behind the knees or a cushion, or put something between the knees to sit on. So let's find a way of making this comfortable for ourselves. It's a good posture to practice. And breathe. Feel the back of the neck is nice and long. Lift the chest, shoulders go back. So sitting really tall. The thunderbolt. Good. And take a breath there. Okay. Another back bend. Let's wait here. Let's come into camel. So come up on the high knees, tuck the toes under. Make sure there's space between the knees, about hips width apart. And we'll start just getting ourselves a bit warmed up. Let's have a little bit of a, place the hands on the lower back, fingers pointing down. Just give yourself a nice little rub there. It always feels good. Yeah, feels nice. Feel that support you're giving yourself. Take those elbows back, shoulders down. Take the hips forwards and take the chest forwards and upwards. And you can keep the neck nice and long. You don't need to have the head looking up or thrust back. We're mostly focusing on the spine, not the neck. Really taking those hips forwards, but think about lengthening the spine, and this is where we lengthen it by lifting the chest. Good. Support your back fully. Now come up, back up. Let's see if we can go a little bit deeper, or you can stay with that one if that feels good to you. So we're going to just extend fingers back, reach back with the right hand, maybe make connection with the right heel. If you can't quite reach it, if it's just not quite there, then place something on the heels that you can connect with, blankets or cushions or whatever you have around. Reaching back, and then reach the other one back. Maybe you can get hold of one. Once you make a connection, then take the hips forwards, open the chest really wide. Again, this is a great chest opener and great, again, this key area, the front of the shoulders, which we really need to work on to counteract all the sitting and extending the arms forwards with the laptops and phones and modern life. And then we're going to come back up, sit back into the heels, and let's just release that by taking the head forwards, the hands forwards into the pose of the swan, just to release that and even it out, bringing it back into equilibrium. Once more, come back up, and we'll just come on to seated. So however which way feels best for you to come to seated. We're going to practice Brahmari before we have a relaxation. So sitting comfortably, maybe cross-legged, sitting up on a cushion if that's your preference. We'll have the hands either on the knees there, resting one on top or one on top of each other in the lap, maybe connecting the thumbs. That's a very nice kind of comfortable, connected posture. If your hands are on your knees, you can always make the connection with these mudras. We're just going to sit first of all for a second. Just to find our breath, lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders down. Just going to breathe for a few breaths before we come into the Brahmari breath. So just taking a moment here to close your eyes. Feel your breath moving in your body. Feel your energy. Feel the crown of the head reaching up. Feel the base of the spine pointing down. Filling the whole body with air, but particularly down into the belly. Exercising the diaphragm, that band of muscle there, the base. It's just expanding downwards as you breathe in, filling the lungs. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Seeing how the breath is. Is it smooth and even? Is it jagged and uneven? Breathing deeply. Key part to really deepen and lengthen the breath is to empty the breath out. When we do that, the best way, the easiest way is just to keep breathing out beyond the point where you think you've breathed out, and then squeezing the belly button back towards, as if it's going to go back towards the back of the body, the back towards the spine. Squeezing and emptying out like it's a totally empty, like a balloon that's been emptied out. Yeah. Okay, now we've found our breath, we're going to come into Brahmari. So the hands come onto the skull, fingers spread wide, and holding the top of the skull, and when we're ready, the thumbs come onto the ear flap, I'm sure it's got a name. And it closes the ears, so it really dulls the hearing, or it actually takes it more inward and actually makes the internal sound much louder. And all we're going to do is breathe in nice and deeply and then humming out on the out breath. So, and then let's do 5 of these long, 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 long hums out. And feel free if you want to change the pitch each time, not during the hum, but change it each time if you want to, just to explore, see how it feels in the body. And we bring our attention right to the center of the head, behind the eyebrow center, right in the center of the whole head. So we now have the fingers on the skull, keep the chest lifted, keep everything upright, and place the thumbs, and we'll do 5 of these breaths. When you're finished, when you come to the end, keep your eyes closed and just let your hands rest in your lap. And hopefully by the time I've finished, everyone will be finished. So breathe in deeply. Once you've come to the end of your breathing, your hands are released from your head and they're resting in your lap. Just give yourself a time to transition. So just breathing in and out through your nostrils, letting the breath just quieten down. Maybe closing the eyes to just soften the focus and take your focus more inward. And we'll just take a moment lying on the ground. So just lie your body back on the ground. You might want to hug your knees and rock and roll a little bit on the back. So come into Shavasana, the corpse posture. Take some time there just to settle, lying back. If you want to have your legs up on some furniture or rested up against a wall, you can do that too. So wherever you're at, make sure you cover yourself if you need a blanket or something, and make yourself really cozy. So closing the eyes now if you're lying on the ground, or if you're seated, you can stay seated too. Breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Release, let go. Release. We'll do one more of those. Breathing in through the nostrils. Long, slow exhale out through the mouth. Long, slow. Let it all go. Just loosen that grip on everything. Just allowing and accepting everything that is in this moment. Closing the eyes. Having a soft focus inwards. The arms are relaxed. The legs are relaxed. The body is lying on the ground. The breath is soft and easy coming in and out through the nostrils. Breath is soft. Body is softening. Feel the whole body is softening. The toes and the feet are softening. The ankles are softening. The calves and the shins are softening and relaxing. Knees are relaxing and softening. The thighs are softening and relaxing. The hips and the lower back and the lower abdominals all softening, spreading out into the floor. The belly is softening. Belly's rising and falling softly with your breath. Whole of the back, the length of the spine is softening into the ground, softening and sinking into the ground. Shoulder blades softening. The chest softening. The shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows softening. The forearms and the wrists softening and relaxing. The hands, the back of the hands, the palms of the hands are softening and relaxing. Fingers long and heavy on the ground. The throat and collarbone is softening. The neck and the jaw is softening and relaxing. Release the tension in the jaw, the mouth, the lips, the tongue. Feel the cheeks are softening. The eyes, the space behind the eyes is softening. The eyelids are softening. The nose, the nostrils, the forehead, the eyebrows, the ears, the whole head, the top of the head, sides of the head and back of the head, all softening. Brain is softening. Mind is softening. Soft, open and relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. So we come to the end of our practice, the end of the relaxation, and start to wake the body up softly. Start to move the fingers and toes, hands and feet. Start to just move the body. Breathe a little deeper. Stretch the body, wake the body up. Yeah, maybe hug the knees. Do whatever feels good to you. Bring your body back to the present moment. Just moving. Yeah, moving and breathing. Rolling onto the side, doing whatever feels good to slowly transition back to seated. And when you find yourself in the most easiest way to come back to seated, let's just rub the body a little bit, give ourselves a little bit of attention. Let's rub the whole of our outside edges, warming up the body, the chest, ribs, back, legs, nothing gets mixed out. Knees, legs, feet, hands, back of the hand, base, neck, head, everything is, wow. Feel that energy nice and even throughout the body. And let's finish with our sankalpa. Make a little bit of fire between the hands. Breathe. Give it breath. Give it heat, energy. And place that heat and energy over the heart center. Close your eyes. Come into that heart space. That space where we are united, where we are one, where we are harmonious. That one song, that one light. And in that oneness, bring to mind your sankalpa. So together we make this even more powerful together. Say your sankalpa, your intention to yourself with meaning. And give it a smile to give it extra power. This also powers everybody else. And relax. Namaste. thank you very much for being with me, and thank you for your practice today.